So this bolt right here holds this that controls this latch, and this latch is very important because it stops that from happening.
Yes, it does.
So
hi again.
Matt's back.
Here I am.
So that is never supposed to be on the ground. It's either supposed to be in there or on that trailer. But today, it's on the ground.
A little bit. It's partly on the trailer still.
Yeah, I guess only part of it's on the ground. And the other bonus is, I think this is the first one I've ever seen fall off empty.
Right.
I don't know that I've ever seen one fall empty. So
silver lining.
We got that going for us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick it up, hook the truck back to the trailer, pull the trailer forward underneath it, and set it right back on, and everybody go about their merry way.
Yes.
Nice. That's how it's gonna go.
Or should we just try to switch it?
That's okay. We just throw it in the ditch and go home.
Maybe.
I'm good at that. This is the transfer truck. How it works, it's a dump truck that pulls a trailer with another dump box on it. So this, the benefit over like an end dump or a truck and pup, something like that, they disconnect the trailer and then the truck can go into somewhere that you can't get a whole truck and trailer and all that, and dump the truckload, and then come back and it backs into the trailer, and then the transfer box goes on these rails and that chain into the truck box, and then the truck takes it away together and takes it back in and goes and dumps that separate, and then you come put it back on. The big benefit, like I said, you could get a whole truck and trailer load into somewhere that you can only get a truck into, or like in this case where they're paving, the truck can go and spread to the paver, and then come back and get the box, put it in the truck, and spread to the paver without having to try to spread off of a trailer. So very handy setup, but there's also the chance during the transfer process of that happening. So I'm not gonna lift it. That's what they're supposed to look like. See the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. I dropped my pen. There it is. Well, I'm thinking to go all the way around. Put these backwards, and this will fit right in there. So I'm not going to boom way up over the top and lift it from the top because of those reasons. So instead, we're going to scoop it from down here so everything stays nice and low. But I think if I turn these around, so here's the part where everybody Matt knows is going to drive by on the highway right there and see this. Everybody. Every customer he has, every friend he has, every competitor that he has, all of them. So I'm gonna lower this down, back up, and my plan is to wedge this right into this channel right here. And then we'll run our two lines over the top to the top corners and pull back. And since this is all an integrated unit where the boom and the underreach move together, we'll just lift the whole thing straight up. Hook that back up to the trailer. We don't know, the tongue doesn't look damaged, but as long as no air lines or anything like that are pinched underneath there, we can hook it back up, pull forward, and then just set this right over on it. So that's my plan. And the reason I'm able to come up with a plan so quick on this one is because I already saw this. I was actually driving home in the red truck, and I looked over, I'm like, oh, somebody f***ed up. And I'm like, oh, that's Matt's truck. So I text him like, I'll bring the wrecker.
I think it'll work.
that one will show you how it's supposed to work. So he's got the trailer box in the truck, meaning he just dumped a second one. The truck backs into the trailer, just like so. Nailed it. So on the front of the trailer, there's these spikes, and without being able to see them, because your dump box is in the way, you have to back those spikes into these holes without being able to see. And then that lines up in the floor of this are rails, just like what's on the trailer, like matching rails. And then the box on its rail goes on the bottom, as soon as we lift it up, just right out onto the other one. Like that we'll do in a second. Oh, that's not big enough. It's bigger, huh? Let me go get the really big hook. Oh, look at, see, there it goes. That's how it's supposed to go. That's all we needed.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Won't do that. This. It's probably going to be way too long. No, that'll work. We'll also have to, once it's up there, get this latched, because it's not, the tailgate isn't latched shut right now. So if another load gets put in it, the load will be on the ground. We can pry that open. I've never lost a box. So I used to have run a lot of transfer. I've never lost a box out of the back. But while transferring, I had one derail and go off the side. Empty, luckily. Okay, let me get my remote. That might actually work out. My only concern is we might have to get in the truck and move forward and turn a little so if we go straight up it doesn't catch these. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. When people ask why is the drawbar so long, it's so it can catch the box when it falls. Just kidding. It's for weight distribution. The length of the drawbar is for weight distribution. Okay. No, I know for a fact that I do not.
Perfect.
All right.
That's how I got the right person.
Yeah. Come back. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn and drive forward just to swing it all the way back a little bit. Then we can go straight up, hook that up, and pull this under it. I thought.
It works for me. As long as the airline that I saw busted was in the emergency.
Oh no. Oh, I see. Now that we lifted it. Yeah.
Yep.
That one? Oh, that's red.
I missed that. No, those are his actual glide hams off the truck.
Oh, he takes them off so the paver doesn't
yeah,
break them?
We go through a lot of glide hams otherwise.
Yeah.
But no, that line, I'm not sure which one it is.
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But this one right here next to it that's also pinched and smashed is the service or the
Perfect.
supply side. So yeah.
Whatever. Either way.
Alright. I'm gonna just get a little bit. I'm going to bring this in some so that it's pulling more like this and stops that moving. Oh, the trailer's stuck.
Of course, I didn't grab airline.
I can move it over then. So I was thinking just pull the trailer in, but all the airlines on the trailer are busted, so we do need to move this over and set it on the trailer. Yeah. That's why I wanted to move the unit, so we're doing this more than straight up. We have more control. Matt's from California like I am.
Oh, why would you say that?
Because that makes us better than everybody else.
Oh, that's right, the California motto. We're better than you.
So, tell everybody what type of truck you used to drive in California.
One of these.
Wreckers.
Yeah, wreckers.
Which means he's judging me the entire time.
Which means, just like him, I have no idea what I'm doing either. Oh, and if you want to see another screw up, I'm sure Casey will put the video like right here or something of a winch out of one of our other drivers.
Should we just make a whole playlist of Tumalo?
We're getting there.
Tumalo, yeah. With Tumalo transport recoveries.
I mean, the more trucks and more drivers I get, the more videos you'll have.
That's why we're really friends.
It's a video.
Alright, I'll pull forward and move over. We still have to air this trailer up because the locks are air.
Yeah, they still have a manual though.
They're cinched down.
I know. Well, it's gonna sit here. I'm gonna go get airline and fix it.
Just fix it here.
Yeah, okay. It just makes it easier.
On these though.
Huh? That's your push-pull.
Well, I know.
So
we have to.
So pull forward. We'll get him to back up and run that all the way to the back.
That's what I say. We're going to have to line this up with the hydraulics, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be easy.
I'm used to electric or air, where none of that. It doesn't have any of that.
There are pros and cons to them all.
Yeah. I think air is my favorite.
I've never used an air one.
I think that's my favorite. Hydraulic will do it uphill, downhill, anywhere, but it's got all of that.
And it's all fun until you have something where your hydraulics stop working and then you can't push or pull the box. Or your drivers forget to unhook the hydraulic lines.
And drive off?
And drive off. That's about a $700 to $800 fix.
The air,
Don't ask
though,
me how I know.
the nice thing about air, like electric, if you only got so many until you kill the battery. But the air, if like you screw up and run your tanks out of air part way, you can just plug a line and recharge it. And off you go.
Smart.
All right, I'm gonna somewhat line up with this. So with the hydraulic, we don't need to be all in the back, right? We can set it anywhere on here, and then we can use the hydraulics to run it back into its locks.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about getting right against that.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, we'll just keep it there and run that market fix.
Okay. Go use the manual levers so they can easily push it out, and then I can bump the Willys out to the wall. Okay. And once Willys out, we'll be able to do that one for a little bit. Or do you want me to back up a little now? line behind it there.
Yeah, it goes between those.
Okay. The front need to go out a little. Not that far.
That's a little far.
I'll go back.
I mean, I was impressed though. You were gonna catch it.
Oh, I had it. I had it.
I believe you.
I was gonna stop it.
Look at that.
Okay, now you take it apart, so I don't screw it up from here. I might have got a little trigger happy on that button.
That's alright. Not like it's important.
Yeah. You can take this part off, then the slings can just go over the top. You know what we should do though? Just to keep it fair, if I end up making a Automotive transport playlist of videos, I'll include the one where you had to rescue me.
Fair.
Because
Fair.
Automotive transport had to come out and save me.
That's true.
And it's fair.
Didn't feel though.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it fair.
I don't really have a choice. It's your page. I know what I got it.
What?
Alright. You know, since we've been talking about me doing this also for a while,
Yeah.
I'll just take the videos of my company
Post
that
them
you
on
made
your
and post
page.
them on mine.
I told you that.
I know.
I believe I told you to do exactly that.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll send you the files.
Perfect. Do it. Alright.
Here is done. So
Thank you.
emasculate a couple airlines, fix those airlines, replace that bolt up there. Is that about
That's about it.
it? And then make sure it all works good and back to work it goes.
Yeah. I'll do that over the weekend.
Nice.
So, thank you.
Scratch up the box.
kill and sell. It's a transfer box.
All right, we'll see you later.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.